Utah Valley University's aviation program is located between the state's largest freshwater resource, Utah Lake, and the Wasatch Mountains, which paint the sky with textures and seasonal colors on what appears to be an evolving canvas towering around 11,000 feet. In other words, it's a pilot's paradise. However, the aviation school's physical plant did not reflect its surrounding environment. In fact, it was a deterrent from the area's natural beauty. The hangar was simply a dated building, a functional standard unit architected around the designs and standards of its time and in conjunction with other comparable hangars, but lacked a message and appeared aesthetically disjointed from the larger university's aesthetic appeal. As a major stakeholder in the community via its coupling with the Provo Municipal Airport and their ability to appeal to regional airlines such as Frontier, Allegiant, and Delta, AVSC recognized the need to make a compelling argument to the university's executive administration, the Board of Regents, and the state legislature for approval for just under $1 million in funding to renovate and add to the hangar. The initiative stretched beyond the education and learning as a concerted effort to better service the community and local industry. As Duke University president said, "We are not just a collection of loosely affiliated persons with convergent or conflicting interests, but institutions that make a difference in the community and industry." And although safety is not beyond the scope of teaching and learning, the renovations really had more to do with mortality and survivability at times. An example of this occurred in the early 2000s when a wind gust coming off Utah Lake generated enough force to blow the hangar doors off of the mechanics bay. Thankfully, the incident did not harm anyone, but it did create a sense of urgency and served as an opportunity to use the crisis as a way to be opportunistic rather than submissive, proactive as opposed to reactive, as John Connor would say. Lastly, the proposal to the stakeholders for the renovation also argued that the continuing deterioration of various systems and components not repaired are creating additional costs, which were placing the hangar's maintenance in a deferred and reactive mode, which inherently manifested in triaging emergency after emergency and repairs that were compartmentalized as opposed to repairs made in a systemic and integrated way. AVSC worked with Utah Department of Administrative Services, the Division of Facilities and Construction and Management, and Utah-based architects Hart, Fisher and Smith and Associates to renovate and add the following: a $350,000 security check. The rationale was due to Provo's airport's recent transition into the municipal commercial airport, which carries increased security requirements for access to the tarmac and flight line. This also required AVSC to create a single checkpoint to allow students and employees and visitor access to the flight line. This also included an addition for the purpose of creating a space where students could gather and have both formal and informal interactions, security screenings, and flight check-ins. An additional $270,000 to upgrade and replace the hangar doors, $150,000 for new exterior siding, and $200,000 in tarmac renovations. All of which would be managed and overseen by the Director of Operations and Facilities, Mario Marquitas. This is significant because, as Dr. Larry Roper asserted, leaders come with a story, and Mr. Marquitas is worth briefly noting. Mario is the son of Dr. Karen Marquitas, the president of Sweden's Chalmers University of Technology, and is both an aviator and a lifelong learner. His attention to detail is impeccable, and his commitment to facility management and maintenance is difficult to rival. A point that is furthered by the Higher Education Funding Council for England, day-to-day maintenance and cleaning should not be overlooked. An appropriate and well-maintained estate is 1, critical to delivering the institution's core business objectives in a cost-effective way, and 2, there is evidence that seemingly small matters of premises and maintenance affect the sense of community and cohesion, and thus affect learning. The question is wider than simply the attractive presentation of the campus for marketing or image purposes. Maintenance matters. It is not trivial in supporting learning. In other words, Mario is the right guy for the job, and there aren't many details with regards to space and environments that escape him. It is demonstrated in not only Hangar B's maintenance, but also its outcome from the remodel and addition. From afar, Hangar B looks like a traditional private upscale aircraft hangar. It differentiates itself with a rustic yet modern addition facing north, which beautifully frames the soaring Timpanogos Mountain. Adorned with natural stone and earthly toned stucco and siding, the hangar is representative of Utah's comfortable and natural building aesthetics, both commercially and residentially. but is contrasted with the contemporary architectural lines, expansive windows, and an industrious metal roof that appeals to the modernist. It is a purposeful paradox that, quite simply stated, works.
UVU is home to one of the nation's most successful aviation programs. Aviation faculty teach a variety of courses and assist students with internships, interview preparation, and help to advance UVU's programs through industry and professional relationships. Dedicated staff provide instructional and program support in academics and flight operations. With a fleet of more than 24 aircraft, ranging from initial light trainers to state-of-the-art high-efficiency twin-engine aircraft, students are provided with modern equipment. The highest care is taken to maintain and support flight operations in UVU's comprehensive maintenance facilities. A dedicated parts and records center highlights the attention to detail from professional aviation maintenance technicians. A weather briefing and flight planning room is available for pre-flight planning, while the Aviation Dispatch Center assigns and tracks each aircraft. A dedicated safety officer provides a level of oversight and reporting matched by few institutions. UVU operates cutting-edge flight simulation training devices, commonly referred to as simulators, from initial flight orientation through jet transport operations. These professional-grade devices are similar to those used by airlines and commercial operators worldwide and allow for systems familiarization, crew resource management training, and advanced real-world scenario-based training. Computer-assisted classrooms and lab facilities are located on site, reducing the need for student travel. UVU also maintains a certified FAA Knowledge Testing Center, which provides students with immediate access to a complete range of exams from private pilot to airline transport pilot.
All right, this is a program I helped create with Travis, a gentleman I work with. This is the entry to Hangar B, and this is the lobby area. It's not necessarily to scale, but it's actually a little larger than this as far as width goes. You can see the ceilings are tall, and there's the fireplace and TV with CNN always playing. Timpanogos Mountain, all the windows. Right there is kind of the informal meeting area, and over there to the sides are tables and chairs where the CFIs usually meet to navigate plans and look over maps with the students. This is the dispatch desk, and oh, I finally got it. Everybody knows when I'm going to be here. Yep, that'll do it. So from there, we need to get our white card, which is our white badge that is certified through Homeland Security, I believe, and Provo City administers them. I have no idea how I cleared that one, but I've got one. And there's the stairs that go upstairs to the classrooms and to the dean's suite, advisor's office. Over this way is where the parts and supplies inventory is, as you saw in the video. And here is where the student records and information are held. Also helps, this is a gentleman named Skylar, and he helps out with all of the records and flight hours and just organizing to make sure that you're on path. So right here you can ask him about your degrees and degree options and how to get started, and I am going to see where I find the white badge. It doesn't look like it's here, so I am going to go over to the administrative services desk over here. This room is also much bigger. It's got couches and sofas in it, and down there is where the chief pilot is located. Mario's office is down the hall there. That's where testing happens. And now let's see if we can get our security card. Give it to me. Give it. Okay, got it. I'm going to take this for safekeeping too. I don't know why I need that, but I want it. So let's ask him if we can fly today. Uh, Unresponsive. Okay, that's good. All right, let's try to make our way through Hangar B's lobby area. And again, looking at the windows, um, this is where a lot of students get together and just kind of hang out and get familiar with each other. Uh, and right here are the double doors that I talked about before with the security. So in order to get through there, you've got to pass both checkpoints. Um, and let's see if we need any more information here. I can play with. Oh, someone's on fire. I guess I shouldn't have touched it. I touched it. I'm sorry. I'm making a mess. Okay, well, so that's okay. It's a good day to fly. So let's go out the security doors. They turn green, and then you have a holding area here. And then you go out the next door, and this is basically what the flight line looks like. So there's the tower. And over there is TAC Air, which is the Provo Municipal Airport. That guy, I think, is moonwalking in forward motion, which is awesome. And here is one of our Diamond aircraft. Let's see what we can learn about it here. Okay, wants me to click on the icon. Okay, it's talking to me, but no sound is coming out, I think. And the plane is not on fire, but we're going to just be extra safe here. Our aircraft actually do look just like that. And there is another view of the hangar from the west side, and we just got new signs all over the building that look just like that as well. Those are the hangar doors that are very nice and won't blow in when a windstorm hits. And right there where I'm looking, where that void is where my hangar is, which is so beautiful they didn't even want it on here. And here is the entrance to Hangar B, where our A&P mechanics are. Maintenance happens. We also do graduation ceremonies in here, and it's pretty much that clean all the time. I mean, even with mechanics working in there, Mario keeps it spotless. And that is essentially Hangar B.